Hi guys, this is Pano. I bought a couple Gondor knives, and I wanna show them to you, and I wanna prepare them for testing, so we can do testing. Now you're gonna tell me, what do you need to prepare them? You just bought them, you said. Well, believe me, we have to prepare them. They're not, first look, they're not bad knives, and their leather sheets, they're not bad. They're pretty thick leather. The stitching is not bad. Like, for what you're paying for, it's great quality. Okay. And this one, I figured out that you have to turn this, so or else you cut it when you're sheathing it in and out. Okay, so first look, I'm looking at this one. That's the pack Golok, and it's got like a hammer finish on the edge, which it doesn't look bad. You can see it. And they're dull, they're not sharp. At least not to my standards anyway. They're 1/4 thick, it's a pretty thick blade. And they're both 10 inches long. The handle is pretty good, like roomy, whatever, but I don't like the shape. Again, we're going to the shape. Why, Pano, you don't like the shape again? Because when I'm holding this knife up, it won't stew. Because it's tapered this way. It's tapered this way. It wants to slide my hand right to the edge. Okay, and if I put an edge to this knife, it's gonna be very dangerous. So we're gonna prepare this. And that's the other one, which this one, it's way better. It's at least all one straight, the geometry on the handle, it's straight. Okay, it doesn't wanna take me there. It's not, and it has this here, which it helps. I like that a lot. The only thing I don't like, it's again like a broom handle, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And again, this one is not that sharp. But I prefer the mini parang better to this handle. This is my first choice, I think. And we'll see when we take them out to chop and stuff. So let's first do a few things before we start sharpening them. We have this tape, we call it hockey tape in Canada. I don't know how you guys call it. I used to go through a lot of these with all the other knives I used to buy. But now with Williams knives, I'm pretty happy. So I'm gonna put some tape on the front part of this blade here to give me some texture. And I seen, the other thing you gotta do is you gotta find where the balance is. So I know the balance is around here somewhere. So I know if I hold the knife here and do tasks with it, it won't really fatigue my hand, right? So let's, that works pretty good here. So that means we're not gonna sharpen this area here. And since we're not gonna sharpen it, I'm gonna put a reminder of some tape here, and I'm just gonna leave it on this end. I'm gonna leave this tape here too. Because this way it's making it safer. You're making it safer for you to use this. So we're cutting it here. Let's see how that feels now. Okay, that feels pretty good. Okay. So you can't complain doing this because it's priced very fairly. So for 60 bucks, you're getting this tool with the sheath. If you have to do some modifications and to add the things that you know, that you rather have, so you're more you're better using it. So we're gonna have to use a lot of tape here, because we wanna create like a bubble kind of idea. And you wanna put that tape pretty tight. You don't wanna put it loose. And just add couple inches, about 2.5 inches. Making like some kind of a okay. Let's see how that feels. Okay, that feels pretty good. So now when I'm holding it up, I have control on it. It doesn't get slippery, and I have some texture when I'm working on it. And let's say I want to choke back and like I said, do some more detailed work with the blade like this. I have more control, right? Okay, so that feels pretty good to me. So now this one is ready to put an edge. So before you put an edge, you gotta make sure you have a good grip on the blade. So now we're going on the other one. And this one, I might not do much with it. I think I'm just gonna run some tape here. Just in the middle. Just in the middle and back on it. Because this here, it doesn't make me go so much on the blade. Okay, so just in the middle. And there, like that. And the good thing with this kind of tape, if you ever need to repair anything in the field, you just rip some of your tape off. And let's say your tarp is ripped and it's keep dripping. It's not as good as duct tape, but it will do the work. And the other thing that it's good for, it's very easy to ignite with a ferro rod because it's like a cloth with glue. Okay, so that feels pretty good already when you're working here. And when I'm here at the front, I have this wire thing they made here, the design, so it would be pretty decent. So okay, so I'm pretty confident now that I could run an edge on this blade. So the way you sharpen these, because it's like a convex grind, I take like a DC4 and I take the rough side on it. Put your blade down, take your stone, okay, and you usually use these half and half. So my first half, I set it like this, okay, you watch your edge, and you just do round motions. Round motions, like you do your axe. Same idea with the axe. Okay, next side. This is 1075 steel, so it shouldn't need too much done with it. Okay, now you go on the fine edge, on the fine side. Okay, and you don't want to make it hair popping sharp. You just want to make it a little bit sharper. Like spend like I'd say 2 minutes per blade. You don't go crazy. Side. Okay. feels good. It feels very good. It's not sharp like a knife. Let's say like how I have my knives. But it's sharp, like you can see. I don't want it to be that sharp anyway, because this primary use is gonna be betoning. Betoning and also chopping. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Decent edge, nothing too thin. One's done. Going to the second one. Same thing. This one, it's a little bit sharper. It feels a little bit sharper than this. So we're just gonna go on the stone. Again, put it down. Flip your stone. Get the front area here. Okay. Okay, much better. Okay. So now, let's see how it will handle some wood. Okay, and get some okay, we can get some fluff. Okay. So that was a quick video on them. Now I can start reviewing them. We're gonna see how they chop, how they handle smaller tusks, and what I think they're worth, if they're good for their money. Like, is it too cheap? Is it good quality? Like, what do I think about it? Okay, thanks you guys for watching, and see you next time.